and the investor networks there. So I think if you can get it right, you can really get the best of both worlds of being able to build a really solid tech team outside the Valley. Apparently, the average time that an engineer stays in the Valley is like 13 months or 15 months. I don't know how you build a company like that. So I think you can really tap into both networks.
Markus talked about what it's like to recruit. You're in Estonia. How hard is it to recruit engineers there?
Well, we're lucky enough in Estonia to have the best climate in the world.
Yeah, that's
debatably.
A lot of people love the snow. So I don't think that's a thing going for us, but what we do have is that there's a growing number of really great tech companies in Estonia. Skype had their biggest engineering office there already 10 years ago. TransferWise is one of the bigger success stories. Bolt and now many other companies are building there. So once you already have this ecosystem in place, it's pretty safe for engineers to move over because they know that there's a big selection of companies there and they can stay there for a long time. So increasingly they're happy to move there with families. The benefit of being there is just, again, people stay a lot longer, so you can actually invest substantially more when you know your team is going to be there for 3 or 5 years. And the benefit is you actually see they're actually, in many cases, just much more cost-effective to be in Estonia. So even though engineers might cost half the money in Eastern Europe than in the US, the life quality is oftentimes better. So actually you get the benefit both on the employee side and as a company, you can actually compete much more successfully.
Lucy, I wanted to get your thoughts about regulation. You're in sort of work in the payments finance world where there's a great deal of oversight. How can different regulations in different countries affect how you operate and how you grow?
We've had a roadmap for licensing ever since day one, and that roadmap never really became the accurate source of truth, just because things can move usually a lot slower than we anticipated. And even in our pitch decks, we have like, oh, we're going to get licenses in X, Y, Z countries in the next year, and it never happens because regulators change their mind, or certain things that just didn't work out the way we wanted to. So now we have this whole process where we follow when we're trying to make a market entry into certain restricted countries, and you often find that payments is restricted wherever you go. But in that case, it also creates a barrier because it's not as easy for other companies to also enter into that market. And I think regulators have very similar mindset when they're approaching, fintechs and startups in general. So I think having had 4 or 5 successful licenses so far, it's getting a lot easier for us. And I do think regulators are becoming more open-minded because they recognize the need for companies like ours to exist in the ecosystem, and not just traditional banks or local banks that really are just only operating in the local market.
How about you? Talk a little bit about the regulations